Hi guys, hope everyone is keeping good. And today I have a word of God that I want to speak to someone. And I see that I feel in my heart someone need this. The way God have really helped me. And I will tell you that I don't know what you are passing through or what you are going through. But what I will tell you is that God does not forsake us. God does not leave us. And everything that you are passing through, God is seeing from the beginning to the end. So you are not alone. So we're going to look at the book of Exodus chapter 13, verse 17. This was the time when God was using Moses to deliver the children of Israelites from Egypt. We all we know the story, right? Okay, we're going to read from verse 17. It says that when Pharaoh let the people go, God did not lead them on the road through the Philistine country, though that was shorter. For God said, if they face war, they might change their mind and return to Egypt. So this is to say that God was in the picture what they are going to pass through for them to get to the point that they have arrived to the Red Sea. God was seeing everything that they were going to pass through, and God was with them. Even if sometimes we can see, oh, maybe God, have you forgotten me? Because we see that in the first 14, chapter 14, verse 10, it says that as Pharaoh approached, the Israelites looked up, and they were the Egyptians marching after them. So the Egyptians was marching after them. They were terrified and cried out to the Lord. They said to Moses, was it because there were no graves in Egypt that you brought us to the desert to die? So we see here, now they have started to complain to Moses, why did you take us from Egypt, that you bring us here to the desert to let us to die? But God was still in their shoes, even if they could not see, but God was still with them. So what you are going through, I will tell you that God is with you. And we see that let's continue. So it says that was it okay, there we read that was okay in the desert. Okay, what have you done to us by bringing us out of Egypt? Don't we say to you in Egypt, leave us alone, let us serve the Egyptians? It would have been better for us to serve the Egyptians than to die in the desert. So this was it was the end of them. They had a lot. So they are, oh, it is better there we left. It is better there you left than now we are here. Like this is the end of them, because now they see the Pharaoh was coming with his army. They were marching after them. And it's to say that every step, God was with them. God was with them. So God is with you. Hear this word. What you are going through, God is with you. And you don't know why the Red Sea was there. Why the Red Sea was there. Because we see why, ask yourself, why did God say that for them from the beginning, that they will not pass through the Philistine country, but they have to go around, because it says that they can change their mind, so they have to go through the desert toward the Red Sea. You see, God used the Red Sea to make the way for them. So your Red Sea can be the reason that God is going to make the way for you. The same Red Sea is the Red Sea that God used for them to separate them between them, because we know after they close to the other side, you know what happened, that the Pharaoh and his army, what did God do? That God told the Moses that now to return, that after them, even we know that for them they passed through the dry ground when God departed the Red Sea for them. After that the Red Sea departed, come back again. So you see that Red Sea was there was a reason that was Red Sea was them for them, because God see from the beginning that the same Red Sea is the same Red Sea that God is going to use to make the way for them. So your Red Sea can make you, we know for us we complain a lot. Let's assume for them from the beginning that they left the Egypt. Let's assume for them like they came straight, everything was smooth, there is no trouble, no anything, like everything was going sorry, everything was passing correct, like there is no disaster. If sorry, even the Red Sea, let's say even the Red Sea was already departed before they reached there. So they could no reason for them they needed God. Why they need God? If everything was going smooth, was going well with them, like everywhere they will go, there is, even the Red Sea, there is a way they will come and pass through and go. But there was a reason that God make them to go, and even for them to reach to the point that now we are standing here, like there is no another way. I see with God does not work with like us how we do. We have plan A, we have plan B. God does not work with plan B. God wants, like, he's the one and he's the one. Like, you don't have any plan A, you don't have plan B. No another way to go back. So when you don't have this is the tough one, because now if you don't have the plan B, you don't need to look anywhere, any other way that you're going to make it, because you don't have anything else. And this is what happened to them. After they reach, now the Red Sea is in front of them. Now they cry to the Lord, because there is no another way. But God know that after they cry to the Lord, that God used Moses and told the Moses that we see here. Then the Lord said to Moses, "Why are you crying out to me? Tell the Israelites to move on. Raise your staff and stretch out your hand over the sea to divide the water, so that the Israelites can go through the sea on the dry ground. I will hidden to the hearts of the Egyptians, so that they will go in after them." So they are following them. That means they were following them. So God will hidden their heart, so they will follow them. and by following them, that because already they see there is already dry ground, the Israelites already pass there, so for them also they will come after them, after them the same in the dry ground. You understand what I mean? So what I was saying is that after they are in front of the Red Sea, that is when God, like, they needed God. God did not make the way from the beginning, because if God make the way from the beginning, they could know where they needed God. So you don't know why that the Red Sea that is in your life, or the Red Sea that you are passing through, why God did put that Red Sea in you. So you may need him. You may need him. Because if there is no Red Sea, you don't need him, right? So there is a reason. So sometimes it's good that we should not complain, but ask God, God, this Red Sea that I am passing through, or this Red Sea that is in front of me, God, what is it that you want to come out of it? What is it that you want this Red Sea to come out of it? Hope hope you understand and you get blessed. So you are not alone. You are not alone. God is seen from the beginning until the end, and he is with you. Be blessed.